TIL Hitler was a vegetarian and used gruesome descriptions of animal suffering at the dinner table to try to dissuade his colleagues from eating meat. People like to act like Hitler and other genocidal leaders aren't people, but some sort of evil species of monster. And as such they are surprised to learn of the benign attributes they held, seeing it as an incongruity. How could he care for animals when he was slaughtering Jews and gypsies? X200b. I think the collective denial of their humanity is a coping mechanism of sorts. A denial of the terrifying and depraved depths human beings can reach. Because it's too terrifying to think that normal people could do things so evil. It's totally bizarre to me that someone could feel that empathetic towards the suffering of helpless creatures, but not feel empathetic toward the extreme suffering of other humans. Especially since he clearly took personal responsibility for the animal's suffering by refraining from meat, but yet was perfectly content with being directly responsible for the slaughter of millions of people. It defies logic. In the BBC series The Nazis: A Warning from History, an eyewitness account tells of Hitler watching movies, which he did very often. If ever a scene shows even fictional cruelty to or death of an animal, Hitler would cover his eyes and look away until someone alerted him the scene was over. Wiki. I guess killing and torturing humans is cool though. Animals are innocent, but then so are children. An ironic choice. What next? Are we going to find out that Stalin liked hosting a secret Santa at the office, or Mao was into paying it forward? Crazy people do be crazy. Though until his doctor put him on a meat-free diet in 1938, he had gone vegetarian for other reasons by 1937 except for liver dumplings. Who among us can say we can resist liver dumplings? Hitler enjoyed Vienna sausages. The vegetarian thing was propaganda. He also enjoyed watered-down beer and wine. I learned this from history books written shortly after the end of the war. How did he manage to just close his eyes and ears to the most persecuted people in his country while having so much love in his heart? He's truly a strange case. So he loved animals and hated humans. Man face bombing, man face bombing, man face bombing. Did anyone tell him about the sufferings of the people at the concentration camps at his dinner table? I know many Hitlers of today. People so emphatic to animals and their suffering, but completely void of any feelings of compassion for their fellow humans. Proofs that going vegan and forcing everyone around, including little kids with underdeveloped brains, is underlying sign of being sociopath. Whenever someone tries to proselytize me to vegan or vegetarianism while I am eating, I'm gonna accuse them of being just like Hitler. Pretty common to see animals as innocent creatures, because they lack morality, and be hateful towards humans because they do. Bad people can do good things and good people can do bad. Nothing is black and white. In this case mostly black. How many people here would never harm an animal but would quite happily open the trapdoor on other humans? This is false. He was put on a temporary meat-free diet by his doctor, but Hitler was never a vegetarian. That is surprising, as I saw a documentary recently that showed Hitler eating unicorn head for dinner. Same with the extreme left today. They don't care about human lives. Just that the planet is saved. So he hated people but loved animals. Kind of like me. But I'm not a genocidal psycho. Norm Macdonald, Hitler's dog. I really miss you, Norm. You know, with Hitler, the more I learn about that guy, the less I care for him. My vegan mom does this loudly in restaurants. She's neutral on Jews, fortunately. Still killed his dog and caused millions of animals to suffer through war. Sicko. Hitler was also concerned about the suffering of lobsters boiled for dinner. He also apparently had vile-smelling breath and even more appalling farts. His cook should have given him meat secretly to save millions of people. Just when you thought there couldn't be anything worse about the guy. The more I learn about this guy, the more I think he's a real jerk. What a sweetheart. Having empathy towards others is right. He probably would have been a vegan if it was easier back then. Yeah, the piece of shit's ovens were busy cooking other things. I'm guessing the meth cut his appetite from time to time. Not one of those people said, "What about the Jewish?" Yep, he was poised to ruin everything for everyone. He was also always on speed, so what do you expect?